Oh, hello. This one should be fairly quick. We're just going to cover a couple of other things about loops, while loops in particular, because that's the only kind we've seen. I mentioned a few lessons ago that we can exit a while loop using the keyword break. So we're going to see how that works, and I'll also demonstrate continue, which is another keyword. So I have a program set up called break.py, and what we have here is we set up an infinite loop, and for no good reason we're generating random numbers between 1 and 20 and printing them, but when we get a 17 we hit break, and what you should know is that exits the loop immediately, so that just leaves us with line 9, which is outside of the loop. So let me just run the program here. And now in theory, the program could run forever, because we might never get a 17, but obviously we do in a very short space of time. So you can see that for every number before 17, it prints the number, and then it prints after the break. And then the loop is entered once again, but when we get a 17, still prints 17, so we get 17, it then hits the break, so it exits the loop, so it doesn't run line 8, and we just get line 9, which is the end of the program. Now, one thing I want to show you is that any loop that you write with a break statement can be rewritten without using it, so we'll just quickly show you that. So I'll leave this here, I'll just comment it out, and what we'll have is obviously this line will no longer make sense, so we'll just get rid of that, as well as the actual break statement itself, and we don't need the if statement either, so some severe surgery to the program there. And instead of while true, what we want to have is while x is not equal to 17. I have no idea why I picked 17, so don't worry about that. Now, this will cause a problem because we haven't defined x, so one other addition we'll have to make here is just define x. Now, we can make it anything other than 17, and we'll go into the loop. I'll just make it 0. So let's just check that this still works, and you can see that it does, so that's fantastic. So that's the break statement. I personally don't use it a huge amount, but obviously it's part of the language, so if you know how it works, it is there if you want it. I'll probably end up using it a huge amount in the future, but as far as I know, I don't use it very much. Now, continue is the other keyword that I want to quickly cover. Now, here we have a short program. We have a variable count that we start off at 500, and we enter a while loop, and the while loop will continue while count is greater than 0. Now, when the loop starts, we knock 100 off count. Remember, this is our augmented assignment, so this means the same as count equals count minus 100. And if count is equal to 100, then continue. So what continue does is it doesn't exit the loop completely, but it exits this iteration of the loop. So basically 100 will not be printed. We'll get, well, the first one that will get printed will actually be 400. We'll get 300, then 200. We'll miss out 100, and I think we will get 0 printed as well. Let's just run it and see. Yeah, we get 0, so that's how that works. So again, you can rewrite the loop without using the word continue, so let's just do that as well. Again, I'll leave the code here, and we'll just paste it down below and then we'll edit it. So comment that out. Excellent. Right, so we're going to get rid of continue. And then all we need to do is change the if condition to if count is not equal to 100, then print count. So again, when count is equal to 100, it will not be printed because the if statement will not run. Let's just check that. Sometimes you get an error, an indentation when you've been copying and pasting and stuff, and that's exactly what we're getting there. So we just need to outdent that. That should now be okay. There we go. And as you can see, that works exactly the same as before. So that's break and continue. As I've demonstrated, they are optional. Sometimes it's an interesting exercise to write a loop with it and then without it, but you might have better things to do, but just an idea for you. So next time what we will be doing is an all-time classic guess my number game, and it'll be like the weight converter that we did, you know, the weight converter that you use every day. It's kind of going to be a summary of everything we've done so far, and it'll be a bit of a project. So hope you can join me for that one and enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you and goodbye.